Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
제가 지금 플레이하고 있는 게 플레이스테이션 노멀이거든요. 초창기 플스? 노멀 플스인데 이 정도 그래픽은 괜찮은 것 같아요. 최적화도 잘 된 것 같습니다. 무엇보다도 일단 한글화로 발매됐다는 것 자체가 엄청나죠. PC로 나온 지는 좀 됐는데 초창기에 최적화 문제는 일단 가장 중요한 언어 문제 때문에 그랬는데 요거 어제 발매됐거든요. 그래픽 괜찮네. 사이버펑크 때문에 되게 좀 그랬는데 요걸로 달랠 수가 있겠네요.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
자막 크기도 괜찮고.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
얘가 주인공인 것 같네, 헨리가. 이게 1인칭 게임이어가지고 호불호가 갈린다고 하더라고.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
요거가 처음에 캐릭터 선택하는 건데 일단 힘부터 올려주자.
I was sweating in the forge all day yesterday, and then I was helping Fritz and Matthew with some errands. So I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
그 다음은 민첩?
No, it's just Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow, anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
목표가 아버지에게 가시오. 일단 요런 거 대화 자체가 한글화라 다 봄서갈
Did
수가
Matthew
있어서
and Fritz
좋네.
come looking for me?
약간 위쳐3랑
No, I
비슷하네요.
haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere as usual.
걔네를 잘못 보고 계시는 거예요.
It's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours last night?
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
배가 고파요.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
그 다음에 아버지께
Is Father angry with
저한테
me for sleeping
화나셨나요?
late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
자, 일단 먹을 거부터. 이게 1인칭이어가지고 마우스로 하는 거랑 또 패드로 하는 거랑 좀 다르긴 한데 호불호가 이래서 갈린다고 하더라고요. 요거 챙기고 사과. 치즈. 자식이 부모 것 다 가져가네. 소대서 떠먹기. 먹고 나니까 그 우측 밑에 있던 그거 없어졌어. 이거 뭐야? 모두 가져가기. 일단 초반에 집에서 아이템 털어간다는 생각으로 아이템 먹을 거는 없네요. 이 방은 또 뭐냐? 이런 것도 다 집을 수가 있네. 이런 것도 미리 다 챙겨놔야죠. 빵, 치즈. 이 사과 많어. 이건 뭐야? 뭐야? 락핏? 모두 가져가기. 락핏이 아마 그 상자 여는 뭐 그런 건 것 같아요. 바늘 같은 뭐 이렇게. 아무튼 다 털었으니까 이제 아버지한테 가라 그랬으니까 가봅시다. 요 나침반 위에 빨간색 동그라미가 띄는 거네.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
설득. 화술만으로도 할 수 있고, 근데 이거 평판에 영향받고 복장과 청결한 평판이 크라운 왕관이고 위협적으로 보인다는 거. 그 다음에 돈. 다른 기술도 있다. 밑에 요 평판 가지고 왔다 갔다 비교인가 보네. 자, 그냥 솔직하게 가자. 주변 좀 둘러보고 싶었다고. 왜냐면 지금 화술 1이고 요게 7이고 요게 3이니까 요 왕관으로 가자.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy?
성공.
When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay off at least
도끼랑
for the
망치
axe and
값은
hammer,
내라고
and then
하고
use the money to buy the charcoal.
돈으로 수술 사와.
That drunkard. That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right.
돈, 숯,
Money,
날밑.
charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going
맥주
there
술
anyway
사오라고.
to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
아, 목표를 이거 누르면 볼 수 있구나. 지도, 그래, 지도가 있어야지. 일단 제일 가까운 게 여기니까 날밑부터 받으러 가자.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
뭐 셋이 친한가 보네, 친구인가 보네.
After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
원래 근데 초반이 다 이래요. 캐스트, 심부름 캐스트 하는 거 초반에는. 그 다음이 일단 돈부터 받아야 되니까 돈부터 받으러 가자. (3인칭이었으면) 어땠을까 싶기도 하고. 일단 요 나침반 방향이니까. 오잉? 아, 얘네 쿠네시.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
아버지께
Your father
빚진 돈.
sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
돈을 갚는 게 좋을
I
겁니다.
knew you'd be trouble. Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your hairy arse.
I'd like to see him try. Fuck off, you bastard, or your old man will be pulling those nails out of you.
아, 뭐가 날까? 화술? 아니야, 근데 이거 또 평판 깎이면 안 되니까 일단
If that's the way you want it, I'll tell Father you won't pay and you can tell him what you told me.
And don't come back.
어? 다른 방법으로? 아, 훔쳐야 할 수도 있고 등등 여러 가지가 있다. 이 집에서 뭐 훔칠 수 있나?
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick.
프리츠? 아, 요렇게 해서 일단 하면 돼. 아까 프리츠가 친구들 말한 것 같은데 걔 술집에 있었다고 한 것 같아. 일단 술집으로 가자. 숯은 지금 당장 못 사요. 왜냐면 쟤한테 돈을 받아야 하는데 돈이 없으니까.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you, Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you,
And so
Matthew.
are such lords as
What's going on
Henry
here?
of Rosenberg.
Deutsch is
Even
spouting
the
shit.
Austrian dukes Albrecht
What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll
are
hear
on
for yourself.
Sigismund's side. Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Ratzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
아, 지금 통치받고 있어가지고 그런가
Goodman
보구나.
Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. Well, what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
나도 낄게. 보답?
All right, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem. We'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
All right. Let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
아까 프리츠한테 얘한테 뭐 락핏 달라 그랬는데? 그래.
Really? An only stray not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
락핏 얻었고. 오, 이게 도이치 집인가 보네.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
여자한테 가면 되나? 얘가 아까 걔의 아내인가 보네.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern, and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well,
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
야, 뭐 거의 시뮬레이터 수준이네.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillar. Nearly. Now that would be
똥이잖아, 똥.
That's
어떻게
for
보면.
Sigismund.
걸음.
Woohoo! Eat shit, doshes.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
제가 아까 그 독일인의
Hey,
아들
Can't
된
you
것
see?
같아.
We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
전투 R2가 느린 주먹. 이게 강, R1이 빠른 공격이니까 약, L2가 막 밀어내기, L1이 막기, R3가 목표 고정해제. 이 위쳐랑 거의 비슷하네. 얘가 내 상대야? 야. 야, 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 야. 좋아, 한 놈 제압했고. 야, 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 야.
For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
도망가라고?
Run, you cowards!
피 하나도 안 달았어 그래도.
Hey, Henry's come to see us. Look out.
쿠네시 집이면은 아까 그 못이랑 도끼 받아오라고 했던 애. 이제 내가 얘네 도와줬으니까 얘네가 나 도와줄 차례네. 어디까지 가는 거야 근데? 이거 그냥 완전 거의 그냥 그 시뮬레이터야, 시뮬레이터 게임. 요 어디였던 것 같은데?
You had blue blood. What is it this time?
He brought me a hair and said, make something special.
요 경비원 한 명 있었고, 쟤 저기 있네, 저 주정뱅이. 어디까지 가? 여기네. 집합.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you. Let's get to it then.
주인공 헨리 빼놓고 다들 좀 맞았나 보네. 이 다굴 치러 가네.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? Do you want me to take a whip to you or call a catchpole?
번역 제대로 했는데? 야.
Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
이렇게 또 해결된 거야? 도끼 가져가고 못이랑 뭐랑 막 가져오라고 했는데.
All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want.
이거구나. 자, 이제 다 챙겼으니까 이 못을 살려면 그게 술이랑 숯 살려면 안 되니까 일단 아버지한테 다시 돌아가서 이 물건 받아왔다고 이걸 돈으로 바꿔달라고 하든가 해야 될 것 같아.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Kunesh didn't want to pay, so I got no money for those things you sold him.
평판 떨어지네.
In lieu of the debt.
Took, meaning he gave them to you, or took, meaning stole?
If he didn't pay, then they're still ours. How can you steal something that's yours?
Fair point. Give it to me then, and here's some money for the rest.
좋고 이제 숯 사러 가야지. 여기 있네.
God be with you.
거래.
Good luck then.
10개. 아, 10개 사는 거고 거래 완료 말고 흥정하기.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye?
얘는 지금 5.8인데 5에 준다. 4에 어때?
What about this?
More.
오, 4.6? 그러면 4.5 어때?
Finally, a reasonable sum.
May the Lord watch over you.
좋아. 많이 깎았네. 자, 다음에 검술 교습이랑 에일. 검술 교습? 이 사람 얘네.
Hey, Pip. Do you want to learn? Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. But the world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So,
어딜
are
떠난다는
you
거야?
ready to get stuck in?
네.
Yes.
All right. I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
양우리 근처로 오라고? 저쪽인가 보네. 일단은 검술 연습하기 전에 아까 여기 어디 술집이라 그랬지? 여자친구 만나러 가기로 했잖아. 여긴 거 같은데? 비앙카, 여자친구다.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
너.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
도이치가 또 헛소리
The Deutsch is
하는데?
mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer, but when it comes to politics, he's unbearable. The number of times I had to throw him and the others out so they wouldn't start brawling.
Well, I'd say he's in exceptional form today.
아버지께
I need
드린
ale
맥주.
for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vaniak?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now, what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
이건 저장하려면 또 세이브가 있는 게 아니라 이걸 먹어야 되네. 세이비어 슈냅스. 희한하네. 락핏을 친구한테 달라고 했는데 친구가 없네. 나 아버지한테 돌아가자.
Implements, instruments and tools, everything for work and home.
일단 검술. 검술부터 가야지. 자물쇠 따위가 엄청 빡세네. 오이? 안 열리네.
So, Can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics.
여기 이런 식으로 다섯 방향으로 때릴 수가 있구나.
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. All right. Good. All right. All right. Not bad.
다 막네.
Again. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Good. Now you're getting it. Not bad.
찌르기는 그냥이구나.
Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
찌르고 바로 배기. 찌르고 바로 배기. 배고 찌르고. 아, 연속 공격할자 바로 누르면 되는 거구나. 뭔가 특이해. 1인칭 공격. 아, 이게 끝이야? 돌아가는 일만 남았네.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. And we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
거실에 있는 괴짝? 아, 아까 전에 내가 처음에 털었던 거잖아. 그냥 도로 돌아가면 되겠네.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So how's Bianca?
야, 비앙카보다 얘가 훨씬 예쁘다.
Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago.
얘도
I might tell
저기
you
봐,
about it
뭐
sometime, but
장수였으나
not today.
보네. 대장장이는 아니었었나 보다.
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened? Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Keep running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
칼 잘 쓰네.